Dun, 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 dun.
I remember the time this new trailer for Top Gun Maverick released, that the friend of mine that I had mentioned in the previous video, the same friend that had, after I'd seen the movie and had talked about my experience on my Instagram account, was like, oh yeah, he backed up and saying like I was there I remember it was the day of or the week of, I haven't checked exactly, but around the time of the movie released in theaters, the original movie, not this one obviously. So going into that, I talked to him again, and around that time of the trailer release, he asked me, have you seen it yet? And because it was the holiday season, no, that did not happen, because the holiday season was a mess. As it was last year, it continues to be this year, but now that it's over and it's January, it's finally lessening out, so I can finally take a look at these trailers I've missed the debuts of. And now I can finally check out the new trailer for Top Gun Maverick, which looked excellent at first glance with the Comic-Con trailer that came out before, about 5 months ago. But now we're closer to the release date, about like half a year away, because it said in that video, when does this release? In June. Okay, so about 6 months, a little less than 6 months, kind of around that time frame. We're much closer now than we were 5 months or a summer ago. This does look really good, though. I'm very excited to watch this new sequel for Top Gun. Again, I loved the film as soon as I watched it, years later after it debuted, of course. But this new sequel does look really good from the first trailer. So I'll give you a bit of a short list, because I did go back and watch the original trailer just to refresh myself. It's been a little while since I've seen it, on what I want with this movie. Tom Cruise, top-level stunts, Val Kilmer. I'm a huge fan of him. I can't wait to see him in a sequel, considering I didn't see him in the last trailer, actually. And hopefully, well, that's definitely a short list, I would say there. And, oh, no, the cinematography. The cinematography is beautiful in that first trailer. I mean, all the aerial shots, the way the camera's playing around with the winter imagery in the back. I can't resist winter shots. Just beautiful. It's just kind of weird for a summer. Well, it's like kind of, not wintry, but in the mountains. It's kind of like that one little mountain ravine where they're going down, then he's flipping through in his plane. Kind of, you know, that whole sequence. I saw the snow on the mountain. That's why I pictured, like, winter, snow, association there. It's not really winter, I don't think, in the movie, but it works. Okay, and then Val Kilmer. So that's definitely my short list. I still am hoping, with everything in me, that Kelly McGillis is going to make a cameo in this movie. I know all the trades are saying this, they're really quick to hop on this, because she's not in the cast for the original or for the new sequel, and she wasn't 5 months ago, and assuming she still isn't. I went and checked today, and still there's been no change. Just seems like a crime to not include her, because the chemistry between her and Tom Cruise was just so hot in that movie, and it's like, I need more of that, and I'm not getting it. I mean, just besides that, Kelly McGillis, she's just an amazing actress. I do love watching her. It's gonna be a real pity to watch this one. I'm still excited for it, but I'm like, you could have had her, and it could have been like 100% perfect, and it's Top Gun without Kelly McGillis. Can that be a thing? I can't wait to see if the reviews pick up on that. We only have about 5 or 6 months or so to go. So let's take a look, though, and see what this trailer's packing. Again, the first trailer was good. It was exhilarating. It was exciting. Hopefully for every Top Gun fan, they felt that they were delivered a good sequel. So let's see if the next trailer can keep that up. Still, a perfect sequel would have been including Kelly McGillis. Okay, as always, we're watching this first, and we're going to talk about it more in my condensed review segment. While I was watching the video together. Let's watch it. Okay, I've waited weeks to see this now, and now that Christmas is finally over, here we go. Holidays are done. Yay. At the end of the last one. It's a nice little loop.
Your instructor is one of the finest pilots this program has ever produced.
Hopefully all the helicopter work that he did for Fallout will be contributed in some way here. Oh, that's beautiful.
Are legendary. What he has to teach you may very well mean the difference between life and death.
Your reputation precedes you.
I have to admit, I wasn't expecting an invitation back.
They're called orders, Maverick.
And everyone went, now, yay, it's closer than last time. This is what I really liked about the trailer. I didn't mention it at first, but the way the camera's situated so it's like all the action is moving past it. It's great. Great little technique. You're really in the moment. They did that with the first one too, if I remember right. Is that a new love interest for Tom Cruise? What happened to Kelly McGillis? I can imagine she's not too happy, like, this girl stole my role. That's excellent. I can imagine the only person not happy by that is Kelly McGillis, because she watched that scene and went, why am I not in this movie? At least as far as we know right now. Maybe she maybe they'll give some sort of cheap answer and they'll be like, oh, she moved to another state or she found somebody. Why is she not in the movie? It's driving me crazy. But it looked good. Besides from that, obviously I could speak about that all day. But at the same time, I'm like, well, let's dodge that and talk about the movie as it exists. It's nice how they began it originally with the opening shot. I'm like, oh, it's kind of how they ended the last one too when you thought the trailer ended, but it didn't really because they had that beautiful plane shot going across the mountains, which worked. I mean, like, yeah, it's just absolutely pretty. But they began it the same way, like, okay, we left off there, now we're resuming here 5 months later. It still looks excellent. Like, a lot of the same shots here, but a lot of new stuff too. I really like the shot where Tom Cruise pulls down in the motorcycle. Or not pulls down, he pulls up. My mouse actually focus in on it so I can clearly tell where it is. Yeah, it's at the North Island Vad M. Jansen with a Navy plane up front. It reminds me of a restaurant when I was visiting Oregon. They had a restaurant called Bombers out there. And they don't have it now. Well, the restaurant's still there, but the plane isn't. They used to have a plane like in this exact position. It wasn't the same plane, but they used to just have it like right off the side of the road. It was just always beautiful to look at, and I always like just driving by it and just seeing it kind of out my window. But now the plane's gone. I don't know why. I haven't really looked into it, but it's very different now when you go down there. And it's like, I think it was like a World War II like Navy bomber. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I've been World War. I'm not exactly sure, but it was always a beautiful. I'm not an expert on my warplanes. I don't know. All I know is in watching this movie, I was like, well, there's some beautiful planes and scenery here, and there's a beautiful plane at that restaurant. So that, as I was saying, the shot is very reminiscent to me for that. But at the same time, I'm like, that should be a reminder to that restaurant, like, or whoever took that plane, put it back. Look, this is what I feel like when I see that plane out there on my window. I don't experience that anymore. But I do like this wide array of cast. I mean, of course, Tom Cruise, of course, is absolutely special. I just love watching him. Jennifer Connelly, I'm guessing either that or it's Jean Louisa Kelly. I think it's Jennifer Connelly. I think she's the one on the motorcycle of Tom Cruise. Like, you're stealing Kelly McGillis' place, whoever you are. That seat should have been for her. But anyways, Val Kilmer's in this movie. John Hamm's in it. Miles Teller's in it. Ed Harris is in it. I really do like all these people. So it's nice to have a wide array of cast members. I'm familiar with watching this movie. I'm like, oh, I know you. Man, it's going to be quite fun, I can imagine. And of course, in addition to that, you have all the stunts, which I would say are easily Top Gun level, Fallout level too. Well, I don't know. Fallout's a very different movie from this, but as I said, maybe that helicopter training that Tom Cruise went on, maybe that helped in some part here, which I would believe, though, that flying a plane and flying a helicopter is slightly different. You can do more like aerial turns of these aircraft, and it just looks amazing. But I really do respect Tom Cruise's devotion into making these stunts seem so real and actually putting that work and effort into learning the experiences to master them. That's really neat. I really respect the guy. This is excellent. I'm very excited for this movie. Just looks fabulous. Can't wait to see it. And of course, the cinematography, as I said, is beautiful. So my short list, aside from Kelly McGillis, as far as I know, unless she's making a cameo, but they haven't spoiled yet. But she should be on that motorcycle. Everything else looks fine. So my short list was fulfilled with that exception. But what do you guys think about Top Gun Maverick? I'd be very curious to hear from you Top Gun fans who have maybe were in my friend's position and have seen it in theaters before. Was the years down the road worth it to you? And, well, as far as we know now, we haven't seen the movie yet. It's just the second trailer. But feel free to let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget all the good stuff for liking, subscribing, and that bell. And until our next Top Gun I don't know if we'll get another trailer, but we might get a final trailer. Considering it's 5 months out, we might. That depends. We'll definitely get some TV spots. I may check out 1 or 2 of the TV spots when it around the time that it releases. But until our next promotional piece with Top Gun Maverick, we can all just wait in anticipation for the 5 or 6 months we have yet to go. It's better than a year when we got the last trailer, so we're a little closer now. But until whatever trailer we get to look at together next for the first time, if it is Top Gun or just another project, I'll see you guys at that point. But for now, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Don't forget to love yourselves, your fellow man. God bless and peace.